What's up, guys? Being a beginner in any field of programming can be quite frustrating, and that is why I've started this series to help you blend in nicely. What bothers you the most as a beginner? Tell me in the comments and I will make a video about it for you. This series is a reflection of my experience teaching programming and web development. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and subscribe so you don't miss future posts. Let's get started. So I want to talk to you about something very important. When you set out on your journey to becoming a programmer, it is certain, it is definite that you come across a lot of problems, a lot of issues with your code editor, and mostly the tools that you use. But I want to reassure you that whatever issue that you come across, someone has definitely come across that issue before and has gotten a solution to it, and the solution lives somewhere online. So in this video, I want to quickly show you some of the fastest way to get your questions answered. So it's not all the time that you may get someone to ask directly. So if you don't have anyone to ask directly, then you can go straight online. That's the best thing to do. Okay, so before you even go online, you have to understand the issue yourself. So you try to do a few things, you change a few things here and there, and it's not working. Okay, and if you go online to get your answers, first is to see what others have already asked. Okay, so what you can do is that, for example, if I have an issue with my HTML, okay, so there are two main categories that I'll give to the problems that you have. One is, say for example, you want the syntax of a particular code but you don't remember. For example, if I want to I want the syntax, how you write a paragraph. Okay, so I can go like HTML paragraph indent. Okay, so I want to know how you indent HTML paragraph. For an issue like this, I'll give you one key place to go to, and it is W3 Schools right here. Okay, so for issues with syntax, code syntax, and if you know particularly what you are looking for, I advise that you go to W3 Schools and you find very wonderful answers over there. So they give you details and you can click on this, try it yourself to see what the code is doing. Okay, so you can go through W3 Schools and look at what is going on, and it's a very wonderful platform for revising some of these languages. So you have HTML, CSS, JavaScript, SQL. So they have all of those things there. You can actually use them to revise your lessons. All right. The second category of problem is when you don't really know what is going on. Okay. So an example would be maybe my Google. Okay. Google Chrome developer tools not working. Okay, so you can ask your question like this. So if your Google developer tools, for example, it is not opening or something, you can ask your question like this, and then you search, okay, straight into Google. Okay, when you search for an issue like this, where I'd advise you to go to is Stack Overflow, and you realize that it is actually one of the first platforms to show up when you ask questions on programming questions. Okay, it's a platform for software developers. It doesn't matter the language, unlike W3 Schools where there are some limited languages over here. As Stack Overflow, it doesn't matter the language, whatever the language is, you get an answer there. There's another one, Quora.com. Quora also does well, but it's not particular for programming or software development, it's general. So you get better answers at Stack Overflow. Okay, so you can go ahead to Stack Overflow, and let me show you the trick in using Stack Overflow. When you come, there will be a lot of answers. Okay, so this is the question that the person asked. Okay, and these are all answers. Okay, now there may be a lot of too many answers for you to go through all of them and try them if they work. What you can do is to look here. Okay, the numbers over here, that's the voting. Okay, the one with higher votes means it worked for a lot of people. So when people try the solution and it worked for them, then they vote it up. If it doesn't work, then they will vote it down. Okay, so you can check the numbers. The one with the highest votes is most likely the one that we expect. So as you can see here, this one has 9 votes, so you can go through that and then check if it works for you. And you can also look at the chat under the answer. Okay, so in the response, the person could say, oh, thank you, this worked. Then you know that it's most likely that it will work. And if this still doesn't work for you, you check and your question is nowhere, it hasn't been answered anywhere, you can also go ahead and ask your own question. Okay, so you can sign up on Stack Overflow, and then you go through some procedure that you go through to ask your question. Okay, but before you do that, you have to know your problem very well. You can get some screenshots of the problem, and you have to be as specific in describing the problem. You have to the description has to be detailed. Okay, and with regards to this problem that we first talk about, where you know particularly what you are looking for, the Trade Schools is a great place to go, and another great place to go will be Mozilla Developer Network. So if you search and you see MDN, I think it's mdn.com or something like that, but it's Mozilla Developer Network. It's also a great place for syntax specific questions. Alright, so this is the best way to find solutions to your questions, the problems that you come across in your daily work, and I hope you find this helpful.